Hello friends, in my earlier Toastmasters talk this evening where we had our very first online Zoom meeting, Toastmasters meeting, I explained the parable of heavenly hand washing and how we can take additional steps to keep ourselves safer with this unique virus occurring in today's world. So one thing I suggested was taking often handled items such as the remote and covering it with plastic wrap. So I wanted to elaborate on that a little further as to methodology and a couple tips. You can also do this on things like your keyboard. And if you put it around the back, it will usually hold onto itself, or you can put tape where it meets. And yes, it might wear out and you might need to replace it, but you'll still be using a lot less than most people do on their food. And this way, you could wipe this down and it keeps things from getting in the tiny little crevices, from crumbs to germs. And I mean, we all know how hard those areas are to clean out. So this keeps it clean, longer lasting because the crumbs aren't getting in there, and easier to wipe down, and keeping the germs out from having to scrub it, because it's really hard to scrub keyboards like this, and it's probably not that great for them anyway. So it just makes the whole process easier, because even if you don't want to wash it down, you could just replace the plastic every week or so and still be better off than not having it. So that item was very flat and rectangular, not too difficult to wrap. Something like the remote, I can demonstrate with this one that I haven't yet done. So I started it in another video. Now it's going to be a little difficult perhaps holding it up, but okay, so you get some plastic wrap. Now you could do it while it's still attached here, but I like to do it with the buttons down, because if this gets all mushed up, it's not so bad to be on the back mushed up, but it's more problematic to be on the front. Like the buttons, you need to be able to see without it being crunched up. So I'll cut this, put this back. Now admittedly, I would probably redo this and be a little bit more careful if I were, but look, I'll use this for now and I'll redo it when need be. So I want to be able to see the buttons, so I'll smooth this out in the front as much as possible, and then wrap it, especially the bottom I can tuck in. In fact, I might slide this down because I don't need so much extra material at the top, because this needs to be free to send the signal. So if I didn't want to do it right on the original box, I might take a piece, spread it out, wrap it, wrap the back neatly, wrap the back again. And I might even fold this back so that it's not wrapping back over the buttons. And then, use the bottom to kind of go up there, and then it'll stick to itself. And again, then I'll go back in and make sure this is free. This is only one little button, so I want to make sure that can send a good signal. And I'm not doing this to make it look the most pretty. You could spend a little bit more time on that. Tape that down, make it more snug. But either way, this works. It's covered. You're in a better situation than you were. This one, the signal area is much bigger, as you can see. It's not like the little light. So there's a difference. And so I tried to make this signal larger. And I think I actually ended up twisting this off and then snipping it so I could, have more even edges. And then kind of made sure it was open around the signal area. I don't know why this keeps tilting. I'll have to work on checking that out later. But anyway, that is one quick and easy way of protecting your items, especially this time, but it can be great. Like, let's say you're visiting someone in the hospital and there's no virus going around, but you just want to protect your things because you're in the hospital. That's a great reason. And when you're at home and there's no virus around, there's always something. There's always some germs to protect things from. You don't have to worry about your hands being clean before you touch things. Even if you had dirt on your hands or crumbs or sticky stuff, whatever, it protects from all of it. So it's a wonderful, wonderful thing And I'm glad I got to share this with you and try my first time recording directly onto YouTube and deal with this tilting camera. So with that, I hope you're all staying healthy and happy, and peace be with you. Good night.